Welcome to Jabroni Drive. RXR here to bring you another video game action figure unboxing video today from the Final Fantasy VII Bring Arts line of action figures we have. First of all, we got Vincent. I know people love this character from Final Fantasy VII. See the box right there, spin him around, all sorts of pose and action there. And then here we have, this is a hefty one, but guess what? It's the same price as Vincent, which, by the way, on the Big Bad Toy Store, you can get these for $132.99 a pop. That's where I get my figures from. Well, some of them, not all of them. But also we have here Cait Sith with Moogle. So let's go ahead and open these guys up. Let's go to work. Alright, check it out. Here they are. I'm about to open these up. I ain't got no room on this table. Probably should get a different table. It's actually big. This one's pretty narrow, as you can see. Plus I got, Sonic, Mario, Crash, and Spyro, my mascots, up on this table, so we'll figure it out. We'll figure this out. We'll start off here with Vincent. Boom, there he is. In the plastic, as you can see. We got a gun. We got two pairs of extra hands. We got a claw pair and then a normal pair. Obviously, we got to stand with him. He's not really a weapons guy. Well, I can't say he's not a weapons guy because he is a gun. Alright, let's go. Let's continue on here. Alright, guys, finally, I was able to actually unbox Vincent here. I was having a hard time actually getting him out of the package. It's not even that I had a hard time getting him out of the package. It's like, first of all, one of the knee things fell off, because those kind of can easily come out. And then also his hair. You can take this longer piece of hair off and it's kind of hard to get back in. I don't know, maybe you want a shorter hair look or something. That might be a thing with Vincent. But yeah, this thing, look at the articulation here. Bring Arts articulation. These are the hands that automatically come on him. He has the claw thing, which is cool. Which also, he does have an extra sets of regular hands. His extra sets of regular hands, and then an extra set of claw hands here. Yeah, here's the. You can do all sorts of. They have great articulation here. These knee things actually come off. When I was unboxing them, when I took them out of the package, one of the knee things popped off, and then I was confused for a second. I'm like, what is this thing? And then I looked at the figure a little bit, and it's like, oh, it's one of the knees. So that kind of easily comes off. See there, you can see it. One just popped off here. So now you can see one of the legs is actually exposed. Those are kind of annoying, actually, because I don't think any of the other ones do this. Well, at least the ones I've opened. I've only opened Tifa, Yuffie, and Red. Was it Red 13? I think that's his name. But yeah, we got, those are the legs. Twist them right here. Obviously the feet, you got these big pointy shoes. I don't know, look at the coat. Coat's pretty nice. That is a nice coat, actually. And you got a piece up here. It's like rubber. It's pretty moving. These figures are kind of loose. It's not in a bad way, but in a way that lets you kind of pose them how you'd want to pose them. The way we got here, we got his, on his chest, got some belt buckle things, belt loops. Got rubber up here that can move around. Made us crap tons of hair. These figures look more in line with the old Final Fantasy VII. I don't know if they're really the new. Even if you look at the logo, it looks like it's Final Fantasy VII of old, which I kind of wish they were new, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. If you want that, I guess you go for Play Arts Kai, but I don't really like that because they're kind of bigger figures and they kind of remind me of Barbies. So I ain't really about that life. I like the 6-inch figures or whatever. What is the scale? 112, I guess. That's what I like to go for. I did actually have Cloud from Cloud and Sephiroth Play Arts, but then I just sold them because I wasn't really about that. Also, we got the gun here for Vincent. Does he have just one gun or does he use two guns? I could have sworn he uses two guns. This guy reminds me of like Devil May Cry. You can just put that in there, I'm guessing. Boom, I guess a gun. Does he just use one gun, or does he have two? I don't know. Can you even play as Vincent in the game? Like, is he even someone that you can have in your party? I'm sure in the third game you'd probably be able to play as Vincent, but why'd they not make him a playable character in the 7 remake? And is he a character? I'm pretty sure he might be a character. You can miss some characters in like the OG Final Fantasy 7. Like, I thought maybe I didn't get him because I made the wrong decision, because there's like some type of choice thing towards the end where I thought that I didn't get Vincent in my party, but I still got him in my party, but you can't play as him. So this is Vincent pretty much. And then if you want, you can obviously already show that you can replace the hands here, pose them how you want, and then he comes with the stand. You put him on the stand, obviously, and you got 2 different holders for him. You got a more narrow one and a more wider one. So I don't know which one this one's kind of looks like it'd be tough because he has that coat on, so it might be a kind of a pain to get this on. But you don't necessarily have to hold him by the waist, I guess, but I think that's what it's designed for, is to be held by the waist. Also in the picture, on the back of the box, it looks like they have the coat like this, kind of outwards on the stand, so I guess you could do that. That's how you are supposed to pose him. But yeah, this is Vincent. So we'll move on. We'll move on to, well, let's do a little more. We'll see what kind of movements we can get out of him real quick. I mean, you can do anything you want, really. Twist the hands, pivot the hands. I feel like they're always going to fall apart. Like, I feel like the joints, well, maybe not. But his knee things definitely did fall apart. Twist him at the waist. He has ab crunch. So you can do a lot, dude. Looks like you can do some cool diving maneuvers if you wanted. Looks like he'd like dive down or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this is Vincent. Look at that nice hand there. Get a close up there. That's what the hand looks like. You can also, if you take off the hand, then you can take off this wrist cuff thing. But that's the only hand that has a wrist cuff. If you use both claws, the other hand doesn't have a wrist cuff, but he must only have one on one hand. I don't know if in the game he has it on one side or the other, but I guess it makes sense. This arm's exposed, so that's him. That's your guy. So let's move on to the next character. Let's move on to Cait Sith with the, what's it called? Fat Moogle? Is it called Fat Moogle? It is Fat Moogle. Alright, let's move on. Next up, we have Cait Sith and Fat Moogle. Let's open them up. So this is Cait Sith. Cait Sith, whatever his name is. Look at how big this thing is. I'm impressed, dude. They could have probably charged a lot more for this, but they charged the same price as the other ones. So that's pretty crazy. You're getting a heck of a deal for this guy if you're into this. Obviously, but from behind we got the stands, which I think the stand must just be for, is it for Cait Sith? Obviously, it looks like it has extra pieces for probably mounting him on top of the Fat Moogle. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, where do we begin? Where do we begin? These guys are hefty. I mean, you can see how hefty they are. I mean, let's take him out. This is awesome, dude. This is a good, I didn't think I would like this one as much as I do. He has some heft to him, like he feels a little bit heavy even. And then they could have charged so much more for this thing. I mean, this is like Venom. That Venom figure. I mean, they didn't even charge that. Venom was even only like $60, $80 maybe. Look at that Cait Sith. Look at this thing. This thing is crazy. This thing. Oh, cool. I don't think that zipper actually unzips though. But he has a zipper back there. I wasn't actually going to look at this one first, but we are. Let's zoom in a little bit. I mean, here's a little more detail on it. Got the zipper. The wings. Can't really do much, but they're a little bit rubbery. They seem rubbery, but you can't really move them much. And then it looks like you can't move the feet. Well, you might be able to move it. No, you can't move the feet. Here's what the bottom does look like. So you can sit this thing flat, no stand. He'll sit there pretty good. His arms just move up and down like this. I don't know what this is coming out of his chest. Looks dangerous though. So that's him. Can he move the head side? Nope. Everything has to face forward on Cait Sith. He's pretty solid. He's more like a statue. He's more like an accessory for Cait Sith, I guess. So with Cait Sith, What are we looking at here? Little guy. Look at that, he's a little cutie. Has a crown. Does the crown come off his head? I do not think the crown comes off his head. I don't think it ever comes off his head, does it? Maybe. I mean, his arms are pretty straight. Like they don't have any bend in them, so they're just long arms, but then the hands kind of can move. So you can be like, hey, this guy's cool. Does he come with extra head sculpts or anything? Am I missing something? I mean, let me take that plastic off. They always got plastic around every goddamn thing on these things. And I got this guy. They got it all over, up in his grill and everything. Maybe we can just take off his head. Yes, you can just take off his head. And then the scarf comes off. Usually I just rip them out. Which, that's probably not how you should do it, but I get impatient. And you can just put that scarf back on like that. Put the hat on. Pops into place, it looks like. It seems like, it didn't even pop or nothing. It just kind of goes on pretty easy. So yeah, his arms are just straight. Yeah, this thing's cool though. He does have bend at the knees. Twist at the feet. Pivot the feet. Pivot the feet. Twist at the knee. So you can get some good articulation. He pretty much is just like right out of the games. Then he comes with this horn. Use the horn. He must have a hand for it. He does come with extra hands here, as you can see. His fist. Then he has open hands. And then he has this hand down here, which looks like it's for these. Wait, what are these? I don't even know what these are. I thought they were guns, but I don't think that's the case. What are these? For some reason in my mind I thought he had guns. But that's not the case. That must just be for holding. Well, maybe he does have something. Like, what is this? It's another piece. It all kind of fell out. A bunch of pieces. So I'd have to look up the directions and see what those are real quick. Let's see. Obviously you can get up on here somehow, but I don't know how. It'd be cool if that actually unzipped. But you can have, how do you even put him up here? Like, how do you pose him on top of Moogle? Like, how is that even a possibility? I don't know. Let me look at the directions real quick. Alright, as you can see, if you look at the directions, these black things are actually, you know, I was saying there's no bend in the arm. Well, these are extra arms, so you can have bent arms. That's what these are. These are his arms, actually. So he has two of those. Actually, he has two extra sets of arms. Obviously, by the pictures, you can tell he has the ones that he came with, and then some bent ones and some really bent ones. What else do we got here? And then you can mount him on top of Moogle. You guys want to mount him? We'll mount him. That sounds kind of weird, but, you know, it's just how it is. Oh, and that one hand is for the horn. That looks like he holds a gun. Let's check out the stand, I guess. Which, right here would be all the pieces for the stand. So obviously you can just mount Moogle on the normal stand by connecting these together. But if you want to put them on Moogle here, you have to do something like this thing goes in the wings. So you put these, apparently, as you can see, gotta put those back here somewhere. I'm trying to do this through the camera screen instead of in real life. How does it go? I'll break it, just trying to do this. Like that. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It'd be funny if I broke it. Should I put the video out still? Something like this. This is sketchy. I don't know if I like doing this. But that's what the directions say. Let me look at the directions one more time. Yeah, you're supposed to put this behind the wings. So like this. I don't know if you have to be hardcore about it. There we go. Something like that. That's how I'd probably display it. And then this thing, is that what goes in here? I'm not sure. No, I guess you'd put this. You just do the normal mounting with the stick thing, and then you just. So this is what you do. If you wanna, wow, I'm just gonna break it off doing it. You put Cait's. So this is how you put them on top of Cait Sith, or Fat Moogle, my bad. And then this goes in his, let's see, does he have a hole in the back somewhere? Yes, you can see the hole right there. Oh my god, this is making me nervous. It's making me nervous. Let's put him in there. The tail, what's the tail do? You can move the tail all around. It's in the way. Oh no, I just took the thing out of there. But yeah, we got it. Almost, you know, and I got the thing out of his bag. There we go. Once you get used to it, it's pretty simple. Pretty straightforward. And you gotta move that back, and then Moogle's kinda standing on top there. Look at that. Pretty cool, and then you can mess around with him. Get him up there. Cait Sith was an interesting character because I never beat Final Fantasy VII, like the original. I got really far to the pivotal moment in the story, and then, you know, the pivotal moment. I don't know if we're talking about the same moment. You know, the one where something bad happens to somebody. I got that far in the story because I was playing the game back in what, 2000 and about 2000 and. Let's see, 2000 and I'd say I was playing it on my not even on the PSP, on the PS Vita, because I had the PS4 at home, but I also played the PS Vita that I got probably back in 2012ish. I had Final Fantasy VII original on there, OG. Got to the pivotal moment, and then for some reason I decided to quit playing because I wanted to beat all the Final Fantasy games because they had pretty much all of them, like 1 through at least 10. On the Vita, so I was trying to play through all of them, but I played through. I got to the point in 7 where that happened, then decided just to quit playing it, and I think I sold my Vita, which I regret. I regret selling any system. I wish I would have kept all my old systems, but I was an idiot. But yeah, man, look at this. This is so cool. Like, this is gonna look so good on the shelf. I wish he came with other face sculpts though, like other heads. Maybe he does, and I just didn't see him. But this is all I'm seeing. Is that all his facial expression is? Is his mouth open? Why doesn't he? I'm surprised he doesn't come with like extra heads. It's kind of surprising, actually. Maybe he does. No, I don't think he does. He only has that one face sculpt, surprisingly. You'd think he'd have a closed mouth one. Well, that's the fact. Yeah, I got to that moment. But yeah, I played the remakes, which the remakes aren't even really remakes. They're a new game. It's actually a new game. But yeah, I know you guys you gotta love this, dude. This is impressive. This is like actually one of my favorite, probably one of my favorite figures now. Every one of these figures is my favorite when it comes down to it. But this is better than I thought. I thought I wasn't gonna give a crap about this, and I didn't realize this was gonna be this big. I thought it was gonna be smaller than this. Pretty hefty guy here. Could have charged probably like more, $50 more, I'm guessing. And the story about this guy is crazy too. But you know, I don't want to ruin the game for anyone who hasn't played Final Fantasy VII, at least the remake. I don't know how he goes in the OG. It's hard for me to play old games. Like, I can play them, but it's like, I don't know. It's like they're just not, I don't think they're as fun as new games. Like, I used to be able to, but now it's like if I'm playing like an old, like I was playing Dragon Quest, the Dragon Quest 2D 3D remake, Dragon Quest 3. It's like, it's cool, but it's like, I don't know. It's just. Which I do like that. I wish they would do all the old Final Fantasy, the old Final Fantasy 1 through 6. They should do. I think they should do 2D, 3D. I don't know why they don't do those. They should do all those. But I don't know. They're just not as fun. They're not as fun anymore to me. I mean, I'm sure people have fun with them, but it's just when you go back to those types of games, they just seem so basic. Like they would have been good back in the day before we have what we have now. But yeah, this thing, man, this is pretty cool. Yeah, I was on my last video. I was talking about how I'm supposed to have all these pre-orders coming, and then I ended up getting 3 in one day. Which I got Vincent and Cait Sith, but I also got Josh Rosal or whatever his name is from Final Fantasy 16 in. So yeah, I got some in. Should have Sid coming. I think Sid is this month in June. Should have a Halo figure coming. I think that's it. Oh, and Ifrit. Supposed to have Ifrit from Final Fantasy 16. A big figure. Another big figure. $300. That's a good one. Can't wait to see that. If I'm impressed by this, that's going to be very impressive. But yeah, this is the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back with some more videos. I'm going to be playing some, streaming some WWE 2K25 tonight. Road to Money in the Bank. Universe mode, it's my mode. It's the only mode I play. The mode that is most underutilized by 2K themselves. Should be the main mode in my opinion. And then also tomorrow I'm going to be getting that one game that's pretty controversial right now, Mind's Eye. It looks cool to me, but also looks, some things look off about it, but you know, I like to be my own reviewer. Looks cool to me, so I'm going to play it. That's how it goes. So, Cait Sith and Fat Moogle, RXR. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll all see you guys. And don't forget about Vincent. We'll all see you guys in the next video.